What we are here to talk about is far from being dull, because when we speak of integrity and accountability, we are speaking on the foundation upon which trust is built, economies grow, and people's dignity is protected.
One of the most important ways to fight corruption and to strengthen integrity is to dare to talk about it.
Let us also not neglect to employ the 4 Ps in our fight against corruption. That is preventing people from taking part in corrupt and criminal activities, protecting people and organizations from corruption and from criminals, pursuing all those involved in corrupt activities and prosecuting them. Prepare for those criminal activities to reduce impact on society.
The Ministry of Justice, Legal and Parliamentary Affairs has advanced several legal instruments to reinforce our anti-corruption framework. These include the Whistleblower Protection Bill, the Witness Protection Bill, and the ZAC Amendment Bill. Ladies and gentlemen, these efforts align with our obligation under the UNCAC, the African Union Convention and Prevention and Combating Corruption, and the SADC Protocol Against Corruption.
The initial discussions have been very rich, and we are able to see that although Zimbabwe has declined in terms of its rankings pertaining to the perception of corruption within Zimbabwe, I am delighted to affirm that we've got the institutional capacity, following the discussions that we heard this morning, to actually bounce back upwards.
The key issue really is creating an enabling environment for citizens to freely engage with judiciaries and be able to question power, not in a confrontational manner, but in a manner that it brings about accountability and transparency. That in itself is a key enabler in improving transparency and accountability in Zimbabwe.
Corruption flourishes when there's no transparency and there's no accountability of public officials especially. They are left to operate to their own devices in a black box where no one asks them questions or sees the stealth that they're doing. So we are contributing, making people aware of our role as the Public Protector Institute, because in combating corruption through promoting accountability as well as transparency in public institutions, so that corruption has no place to hide and that it does not have fertile ground from which to take root.
There is like a cartel running the system. So people want that assurance, that guarantee that when they report corruption, they are protected as whistleblowers.
Our mandate is to combat and prevent corruption. So as a newly appointed Commissioner of Anti-Corruption Commission, we are saying this is not a one-man band. It's a collective effort. We all have to do our part. So to fight the scourge of corruption.
One thing that we are also getting at the summit is really defining what does corruption at Zimra look like? What do the people that ZAC is looking for look like? And then we're getting also a definition of new terms like your financial intelligence units, your illicit financial flows, all those things being brought together in one umbrella to just give the stakeholders an understanding of where we were, where we are, where we want to go. And I think the main question is, where do we want to go, and do we really have the commitment to go there?
This summit thus far has been very insightful and very encouraging. I'm looking forward to the executive summary of recommendations that this august audience is going to submit.